Patriotic Prepper here. Wanted to talk with you guys today about this impeachment nonsense that's been going on. I got to thinking this morning, I wonder how much of our hard-earned taxpayers' dollars were spent on this and the other impeachment, both of them. I went over and looked at Yahoo Finance. They say that $11.5 million was spent on this impeachment, which is probably only half of what was spent. They say they spent $30 million on the Russian collusion thing that was a sham also, that went nowhere. The first impeachment, I couldn't find anything about how much it cost. They just wouldn't say. And then you get this, these things are over. He's found not guilty. You get this Jamie Ruskins out there saying, well, the impeachment might be over, but we're not done. It's nonsense. They have wasted so many millions of dollars. I know that Yahoo Finance, 11.5, they say, a little over, almost 11.6. In a time when our country is in shambles. We have homeless people out in the streets sleeping. There's so many rows of homeless camps when I drive down the highway that it's amazing. There's people who are sick, people who have lost their jobs, people who have lost homes, and they can't find anything better to spend, almost $50 million on than to argue like a bunch of kindergartner school kids about he said, she said, who's right, who's wrong. It's ridiculous. It really is. And, these people need to be held accountable. When we go to vote, we need to remember this, because this is our hard-earned money in tax dollars that are being wasted. And, you might argue, people might say, oh, well, it's important, Trump did wrong and blah, blah, blah. You know what? He done nothing different than all of the Democrats have done for the last year, and they proved that. So, the fact of the matter is that the nonsense just needs to stop. I have a friend, actually family member, that lives over in Norway, and you know what he says about everybody over there talks about America and laughs. Right now it's a joke. And it pisses me off that my country looks like a joke to the outsiders, because these people can't get their heads out of their asses and seem to run our country the way it should be run. They're too worried about bickering with each other and arguing that they can't even figure out what to do next except waste taxpayers' money. And when we go to vote, we need to remember this. It's amazing that they can go on with this stuff and not be held accountable. I run a business. If I ran my business the way that these people are running our country, I wouldn't have a business. And I just pray that you guys will also hold these people accountable with your voting when it comes time. And we need to make changes. We need to write to these people, write to your senators, whatever you can do, so that we can try to make some changes and let them know that this is nonsense and we're not going to tolerate it anymore. We're going to vote against you. We're going to vote you out. We're going to do whatever we can to make sure that you guys aren't voted back in, or to try to get you out. It's really nonsense. It makes our country look ridiculous. There's so many better things that y'all could have been, that they could have been spending our money on. And I know a lot of y'all agree with me. So anyway, that's today's complaint. I wanted to get on here and let y'all know that, I looked it up, and I think that wasting over $50 million on this stuff, and it was probably a lot higher, is just bullshit. And hopefully, when it comes time to vote, or even now, we can write these people, call them, let them know that it's nonsense and we're tired of it. You know, we really are. We're tired of America being second. You know, I just watched this thing on Japan. Japan stood up and said no more money is going out of their country until they fix what's wrong in their country. Well, good for Japan. Maybe these people running our country need to listen to that, because they damn sure are doing the opposite. They're putting more money out of our country than they are to help the people in the country. And it's ridiculous. And we need to make sure that we let them know that we're not happy with it. You know, they want you to watch over here while they're doing stuff over there. And we need to be aware. So everybody pay attention to what's going on, and let's let them know that we're tired of it, and we're tired of them wasting our tax dollars. And we're going to remember this when it comes time to vote. With that being said, thanks for listening to today's complaint. You know, leave me some comments down below. Let me know what y'all think. Also, I'll be back on tomorrow with another video for you guys to watch. And with that being said, be safe and God bless.